they pop piper. Warfare with spiritual force, just fighting the demons, really for lifers.
Don't get put in that blender. Hold on, who is you? Pat him down before he enter. Don't you hang with the ops talking about he don't remember. Trying to copy what I do. You is not a printer. Cooped up, too up, make get they suit tucks begging. I ain't even got $2 for you. Roll call when I'm coming with me. No, this ain't jump ball. You can't jump with me. Ballin' jump, man. Touch hands. We bout to bump then. Better bang yours, cause I bang mine. This ain't happen overnight. It take time. You seen the Super Bowl, the cheat code. Game time. Game time. Game time. Game time. Yeah, it's game time. What I want for Christmas too. Does the same time with me, it's game time. But with you, yeah, it's lame time. Ayy, keep playing around, get your head. Don't wanna live right, well, alright, leave you dead wrong. Ayy, well, okay. I catch the dog, he getting the beat like it's great. Like the money in the bank, you better play where it's safe. Told him belly fill his tank, run up to the next steak. I get down, I get dirty, catch him on the pussy. Thinking he gon' get a pass from the slide me something. Hungry for it, see an issue and I rub my stomach. Enough paper to make a book, I could get it published. What? You gonna believe me? Think for brown skin, real can see the got get it, go retrieve it, just short small. When that's from Cali, with the cheetah print out white curve. Game time. Game time. Game time. Yeah, it's game time. Game time. Game time. Game time. Yeah, it's game time.
Yeah. Yeah. Glizz out.
Yo, man.
Ran the money up to a whole nother level. Hustle, I don't know no better. When I got richer, these got bro, call me slow, 6 racks on a sweater. Think I'm cheating, I'm just chilling with the fellas. Grandma always told me never trust these. Spent 60 racks on the camouflage bells. Duke diamonds on me, I'm a blue devil. 220 on me, Hessel and Gretel. I'm nothing like them, I put paper over pleasure. I used to want to imp, now I got several. If it's about money, then you know it's whatever. If it's about money, then you know I'm on it. Be hating, no glitz, I don't. Can't take my chain, ain't nothing like homie. South Middle Spanish rap, most want it. Hold up, let me switch the flow. Just like a baker, yeah, I'm addicted to dope. This a cold word, yeah, keep a in my coat. Money hungry, yeah, tryna give me some more. On I pack, this ain't. I'm talking down on glitz, I like he ain't the GOAT. If you don't agree, ask the streets and yeah. This 5 air, you already know. Already know how it go. Already know I got on go. Money calling, gotta go. You gotta go if you play or you troll. Freshest on the globe. Got tryna snatch out my soul. Running back pockets on swole. Young, got a whole lot of zeros. Ran the money up to a whole nother level. Hustle, I don't know no better. When I got richer, these got bro, call me slow, 6 racks on a sweater. Think I'm cheating, I'm just chilling with the fellas. Grandma always told me never trust these. Spent 60 racks on the camouflage bells. Duke diamonds on me, I'm a blue devil. 220 on me, Hessel and Gretel. I'm nothing like them, I put paper over pleasure. I used to want to imp, now I got several. If it's about money, then you know it's whatever. If it's about money, then you know I'm on it. Be hating, no glitz, I don't. Can't take my chain, ain't nothing like homie. South Middle Spanish rap, most want it.
joker and the thief. I said, I'll tell you all the story about the joker and the thief. I said, that was all about the joker and the thief in the night.
Yellow on leaves, ball like an all-white shirt, no sleeves. Tell her, put it like me, blowing a coffee, he's asleep. I know so long as she can really When we go back, way back, now we on track. You can never ever be my man. You a whole snap. You said it on your IG page. I ain't say that, like say that. Lay back, in the back of the Maybach.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good AFC matchup in store. As it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Houston Texans. The third of 3 games to finish up this Sunday. We might save the best for last. And off we go here in the wild card round. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
Sometimes you get all these big guys down there in one spot and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Rush. Oh, his first throw of the playoffs is intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Stroud to throw it. And he's got Jordan complete right side. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line. They'll give it to Nixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. 2nd and goal at the 13-yard line. 18. Another try for Nixon. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here, not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Buggy. Hey, south. Why Tony? Hey, Uno.
3rd and goal, Stroud. Caught left side, here's Dell. A nice job to break free of 1 tackle. lose momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there, all the things that have gone on. And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
Certainly did, and I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of times when I scout a guy, I have a little section about how does he handle adversity. And in this case, a big check mark. He may have thrown the first interception, but I don't think he's going to throw very many more.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Rush. His throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
First down, here's Mitchell. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Calling a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
They'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 3rd down.
Timing is so important on a route like this, because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late, because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
That is caught. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass trait in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Well, and that is incomplete.
You know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Flowers. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. From the gun, a give to Mitchell. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. There are none two plays that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But I also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
2nd and 9. Stroud looking to throw. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. This goes out wide for Mixon. Escapes the defender. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 42 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Chubb will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Buggy.
Mixon. Well, he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Texans are once again back in front. And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in.
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. Takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give the receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. To throw is Rush. He'll get this to Flowers, left side. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down. They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And he loses the football a second time. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Rush to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. Rush working from the gun. And that is incomplete. Really did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will knot us up at 10. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
The partners of the defensive back and back almost a physical reaction, watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Second and 10. Throwing now is Stroud. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, you don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The Ravens on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. He'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their third drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move, but oftentimes it's usually a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands. He's able to pick up the first down.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Right back to Mitchell here. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
That went into the hands of Flowers. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And it's 2nd down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Rush. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Rush. Throw left side, complete. That's Flowers. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps. He delivers a big play here for this offense.
Hill will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. No CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, they looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
At their own 35-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
And everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
To Mixon on the check down. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Here we go. Why, Tony. Hey, team. Hey, uno Mars.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. Got his man, Dell. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Stroud
At the 46-yard line.
has it complete to Jackson Smith-Njigba. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Last play they got stopped at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now Stroud. That's complete to Dell. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down. So that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks are just take the ball boy. Get that one out of the rotation. Give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
Look at how.
And Stroud now to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's Stroud. He's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Dalton Schultz as the first half is winding down. And the Texans have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So that flag will set him back 5 yards. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Rush. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Facing 4th down, Baltimore will punt. Jordan Stout out there. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds back near their own 20. Teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs a year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
When you get into the second half of the tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
Here we go, let's go. White, 18, that's it.
Stroud out of the gun here. Smith and Jigbo hauling it in on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 2nd and a couple. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
But they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
18, that's it.
Stroud to throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
18, outside, 19 Texas.
Back to throw. Stroud. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Texans have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Fairbairn good with the extra point. They will take a 7-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Play fake. Here's Rush. Sliding out of the pocket. No hesitation. Goes right back to Likely. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that. Stereotype right on its ear.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, down at the 31.
70 Lions.
Give up the cut to Hill. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up here in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now Rush. Finds his man over the middle. It's Likely. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now that sets up 32.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Still to go. 3rd down now. On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. 54 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They go play action with Rush. Steps away. Caught left side, Hopkins. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Center with Mitchell. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Ravens are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And that will tie us at 24. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the 3rd quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half. The first 2 drives of the 3rd quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9.
All right. Hey, what up? Hey, King. Okay. Nike Texas.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. On a slant, here's Collins. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line.
It's a loss of 2.
Stroud looking to throw. He's going to let this go. Back in the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And they work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 10 more there and another first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
At the 12-yard line.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 9.
11. On the quick, right? Hey, uno more.
Now Stroud going to bat it forward on the touch pass. On this one, may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
18. What's that?
Stroud wants to change it up with an audible.
Look the hot. Hey, uno.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows a defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
Here's Rush to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Rush. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down. I tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
His throw incomplete.
Had an open man that time, and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They'll try to bootleg with Rush. They'll roll him out right. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession as they got it at the 42-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Murphy say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Look the hot.
Throwing now is Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete. And they can't bring him down. He's still on his feet. Touchdown, Houston. Jackson Smith and Jigba. 50 yards. And the Texans strike quickly to take the lead here in the fourth. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
That's the score. Texans 31, Ravens 24. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The end result, 21 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Design run for their wideout. And past the 35 will be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing here, Rush. Out to his left. Looking for Hopkins, and he's got him on the crossing route. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Mitchell. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Both these teams fighting for their playoff lives. All tied, fourth quarter as the kick is away here. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it's all on the line now, all even in this wild card matchup. Maybe their most important drive of the season coming up right now here, 1st and 10. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Now 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun, Stroud. Got his man, Dell. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Now 2nd down and a few inches.
Hey, uno. 12.
Mixing up the middle. And he will get enough for a 1st down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
25-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Nike Texas. 18. Nike Texas.
Again, it's Mixon.
And he picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, he should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here comes 2nd down.
Here we go. Hey, uno.
A handoff, running left, Mixon.
Yeah, once more, strong running. Excellent blocking at the point of attack. Look at a nice little drive brewing right here.
That's another Texans 1st down. 1st and goal on the 9-yard line.
Now 1st and goal.
Look the hop. Ow, that's right. 18. That's right.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he is going to be stone cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. From the shotgun now, here's an inside deal. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
All right. 18. 2 Jets.
Here's Stroud. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. And a big hit there. That was a man coming with bad intentions. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains and take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. Now the Texans will burn the 1st of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So a big one coming here for Ka'imi Fairbairn. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So nothing of importance there, just the season on the line, and he puts it home to likely get him through to the division round.
If you're a fan, you're watching this one with your hands over your eyes. But if you're a kicker, this is what you practice for all season long. And this one was never in doubt.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Rush. That's caught. It's Flowers. And he's going to have a 1st down, but he's tackled inbounds up near midfield. And he'll stop the clock with 5 seconds to go there on the spike. shot. They'll look to throw. That's out to Hill, right side complete. Well, one win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.